Black Death. The Black Death, also known as the bubonic plague, was a devastating disease that arose in the mid-1300s. The disease came from Bacterium Yersinia pestis. Which spread to the fleas. Then the rats received the disease by getting bitten by the fleas. Mile by mile, the disease rapidly spread from China throughout Asia. Then, sea traders from Asia unwittingly carried the rats with the deadly plague on board with them, and when they made port at Sicily, Europe, the rats ran off to land. From there, the fleas and the rats spread the Black Plague like an untamed forest fire. When you caught the Black Death, you usually died within a week. This fellow here is a plague doctor. Plague doctors wore a mask which looked like a bird beak, so they could cover their faces and fill them with herbs and medicine. They did this because of the horrible smell of rotting flesh. They wore gloves and long black robes, and carried a stick with them to keep the people away. Later on, they wore red glass lenses because they believed that the plague was evil and that the red lenses would ward off evil spirits.
Thank you for coming, Doctor. He's so sick.
Oh, let's have a look at him. Oh, yes. Oh, this is very grave indeed. Oh, yes. Afraid, madam, you'll not last more than the night.
Richard. Richard.
As people around the towns were dropping like flies, some villagers thought that they could escape this horrible plague, but they were wrong. They just spread the disastrous plague even farther.
Mary dear, come for tea. Coming.
Have you heard about poor Sir Richard?
Oh yes, what a terrible tragedy.
Yes, and he was cut down in his prime. It is terrible.
His poor wife and baby.
Yes, such a tragic loss. I can't believe it. It still hasn't quite sunk in.
Thank you.
So many of the friends we had in London have fallen with this sickness. Almost everyone in London seems to be coming down with it. It's just terrible.
It's a tragedy.
Very tragic, yes. I've heard of so many people with the sickness. The Bates family? Half of them. Half of them have died.
That is terrible. It's a good thing that we live out in the country.
Yes, I'm so glad we left London. Out here I feel much safer, much more removed.
Yes.
Much less likely to get those terrible things. But I feel much safer. I think we're safe here.
But the Black Death wasn't always in the form of the bubonic plague. Another form of the plague that was even deadlier would spread through the air and you could be killed in less than a day. With so many people dying so quickly, they didn't have religious funeral ceremonies with priests there. They would have gravediggers dig a mass grave. Then they would put the bodies in and burn them. Ring around the roses, a pocket full of posies. Ashes, ashes,